Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome to yet another Super Metroid Map Rando Mentor Tournament race. This is in the medium upper bracket between Pool Float and Cup Holder. Pool Float is being mentored by Wordsayer, and Cup Holder is being mentored by True Keyblade. I am Fudge Fiddle. I'll be doing commentary as well as tracking, and I'm joined on co-commentary with Spectralist. How are you doing, Spectralist?
Hello. I'm doing good. So this is the boss objectives, and with the draft we had gravity and space jump get banned, and charge and spring ball were selected. I'm starting in a hot room. That's never fun. Right near a door, at least.
Right into Bubble Mountain.
Ah, yes.
Probably a maid down here.
Indeed. Oh, an ice already been found.
High jump for Pool Float.
Well, looks like they're probably going to swap positions and then go find the opposite item. High jump and spring ball and ice right off the bat really feels like that's a lot of potential water movement if they need it. Not usually required in the medium seeds, but it could come up once or twice. Cup holders looking over to the left while Pool Float's trying to get to the right to get to the save point, I bet, and to see what else is up here.
Yep, and it looked like map was fairly close to the right side here.
That's good. Already got a bit of a divergence with it looks like Pool Float. Well, I was going to say going up with the position of the map, I'm sure, yeah, reverting to the save point.
This could be a Fantoon map. Nope.
That would have certainly been a challenging Fantoon, but not this time.
See
Made it
about
impossible.
5-6 majors.
Oh, yeah. No objectives, though. Lots of connections. This looks like we're pretty much smack dab in the center of the world.
What I can tell, it looks like we're probably heading to the very top of Red Tower here into Taco Tank, which will give us a major. Probably going to be Morph, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think there was also a health up here, and it's looking like some hot runs might be necessary, so heading for that really makes sense. Although the health is only accessible if this is Morph, which it is, as you predicted. At least two of the majors we can see are speed locked. So I imagine we'll likely see speed soon. If not, there's going to be quite the backtrack later for it. Oh,
Yep,
speed is
there's
here
speed.
in Spring Ball. Oh, yes, and they can't quite get out, it looks like, without doing a spring ball jump.
Yep. And pretty sure this is only possible when you have high jump as well.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Looks like a fairly lenient spring ball jump, at least. Both runners getting it no problem, and probably going to take that speed booster back up Red Tower and get the item off the left side of that. Oh, looks like Cup Holder considered that and changed his mind.
Seems Pool Float is making a similar call because they're
Oh,
seeing
maybe
something we're not.
Yeah, maybe they need an ammo to get up there, and I didn't see it because they are collecting this X here, which makes sense.
Was it the powerbomb block door in Red Tower
I
that?
thought it was the one above that, but maybe I misread.
Yeah, I thought it was the one above as well.
Maybe there's just something else behind the power blocks that they want to check while they're there and figured it's worth grabbing this X first just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a nice quick respawn or refill point here too for that hot room damage. Bubble Mountain, of course, trolling Pool Float a bit, as it likes to do.
Yeah, it wasn't the PB blocked door, but
Yep.
I'm not sure if that door does have something behind it.
I've got to assume that it does. This is a fairly tricky horizontal shine spark. If you just tap jump, push left, tap jump again, it works. But if you try to do a spin jump first, you don't have a great deal of timing to get it. Oh, and it's just X-ray. Yes, I see that. Well, no, because you can't get out of there even if you go get that health. Through the power bomb blocks.
Power bombs would get us up Taco Tank, which would lead to Spore Spawn Supers. The top of which leads to Green Pirate Shaft. And that would be the loop back.
That makes sense. Upholder struggles a bit getting up that main shaft, but is up there now. Pool Float's gonna farm a bit. A long fall down to see their next major. What do we have? Gravity. That is a nice find. As with the usual tradition of one of the banned items being in the opening zone. Back to the Bubble Mountain save point. Both runners still pretty much within just a few tens of seconds of each other. Finding Spazer. It's not going to be very useful to anybody. Got both Spazer and X-Ray out of the way, though, so the rest of the majors should at least be real majors.
Yep, and we do already have Spring Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that can't show up.
Yeah, I suppose the worst thing left is Grapple, and at least that's useful against Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Upholder's heading over here through Cack Alley, trying to find, I suspect, his super missiles. I'm getting some health, too, while he's at it. Oh. I think that might end up being a very important play with Pool Float going a different direction. If anything ends up blocked by supers, it's going to lose a lot of time.
Pool Float also deciding to skip that major left of basement, which we know is Spazer, but I think it's a bit interesting just considering how close it was.
Yeah. But he is going to grab Main Street, and there's nothing else over here, so he'll probably head back and get that major end or the X afterwards. Perhaps take a lot of shots when Ozzy out his Ice Beam. Pool Float's struggling a bit to get this short charge, unfortunately.
Holder gets it, and it's Space Jump.
And the other banned item also in the starting zone.
So now it looks like we've got two options of either going to Meridia or Torian. Torian was the top door of Croc Speedway we saw earlier at the top of Red Tower. And looks like Meridia is past Pillar Room, so there's also a Criteria entrance there as well. So I think Torian is probably the way to go.
Certainly it doesn't look like it's Meridia. There's a lot of hot runs there to get there, and we don't have a lot of health. If it was me, I'd probably try to head for Criteria, but Criteria or Torian are both quite near each other.
Yeah, I'd say there's a high chance that Torian connects into Criteria some way.
Oh, definitely. I think very likely. The cup holder, I think, is getting into a pretty demanding lead here. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure what he's doing. I looked away for a second. He seems to be just running back and forth. I guess collecting health to get through a hot run.
Yeah, I think they're farming health to run back through Speed Hall.
Ah, yes. Definitely not a particularly good health farm, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Pool Float finding a Spazer. and heading towards his super missiles. This health farm could really be saving Pool Float right now.
Yeah, I don't think Cup Holder should really be farming this much, considering they do have Speed Booster, and there is a health refill on the right side of bottom of Red Tower.
Yeah.
And I think this is more than enough health to get through Speed Hall at this point.
Yeah, I think it's less than 100, right? Especially with Speed Booster. Yeah.
Yep, about 90, it seems.
And with that, both of our runners are in very similar location and with the same item pickups, so we evened out the lead. And I'm guessing they're both going to go up.
Yeah, the only way to get to Criteria would be doing a gate glitch, either into Green Hill Zone or somehow reverse sparking Croc Speedway, but that doesn't really look possible with the configuration of the map. So technically the gate glitch is never in logic in medium, so logically we should be heading to Torian.
Yes, that makes sense. I do always forget that the gate glitches are not in logic. They're such an old trick, you know, the sort of thing that even I, as somebody who's never speedran the game, already have been aware of gate glitches for 20 years at least. So they feel like they should be in logic, but it's understandable. They're very finicky.
Looks like Cup Holder considered it for a second there.
Yeah.
But is ultimately deciding to go back to T. I think going Criteria could be an interesting play, considering Croc Speedway is right there, so you have a pretty fast connection to get back to the T connector if need be. But I don't know if it'll really make that big of a difference, considering I think there's a high chance that T somehow connects to C.
Yeah, very likely. He does start with a hot room that has got Cup Holder now stuck. Hot rooms on either side and no health to get through them, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think this is enough health to farm these Sovas and get out. Nope.
Yeah.
Looks like we have to go straight to the top door.
Yep. Or perhaps he will choose next time to go straight to Criteria instead. I'd certainly be tempted as somebody who just does not like doing hot runs. Looks like that's where Pool Float's headed.
Interesting.
Normally I like to kill the Metroids as I go through, but I think I'd definitely try to keep some alive here in case you need to backtrack out and farm some missiles on them.
Fortunately got grabbed by the second Metroid there, so
Yeah.
we'll need to farm some health.
Oof. Very nearly got grabbed there, too.
I think keeping those Metroids alive actually would have been a pretty good move. We do have quite a few missiles already, but they would be a good farm for your missiles in case you need it. Gets the glitch in 3 tries.
We are going to see a route divergence, the first meaningful one of the game. You know, different order that they got supers in, but this is the first big one. Completely different zones. And as you said, I think the Criteria play is, while out of logic, it feels better due to that quick runway to get to Torian afterwards if they don't end up connecting.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed with Criteria just naturally being more likely to be a dead end that you don't want to leave as a loose end. A cup holder finds the ship. That's always valuable, especially on very little health. Looks like the Criteria map is fairly close by. I mean, it's far from the entryway, but with a lot of big rooms and an elevator putting it close by functionally. Though it's not the direction Pool Float's going in. That's interesting.
Surprised Pool Float's not peeking the item there in the room they just peeked, Hadarubi. As it's with 2 tanks, I think it's a pretty safe peek.
It can be, unless you flub the movement and get hit by the seahorse, which is possible.
Looks like we see 2 majors and Mother Brain in Torian, and an M connector.
Yeah, Mother Brain near the ship. That's a really short escape. Wow. Pretty much just go up the elevator and head to the left and you're done.
It looks like, would say you revert to ship, go top right. Looked like go bottom right of Everest, and near Mother Brain was another major.
Oh, and now we're in the Criteria map. Which is nothing. It is an empty zone.
That is one of the smallest maps I've seen.
Yeah. I am surprised he's not just instantly... I guess, no, it would take longer to get to Torian by reverting than just running out. But boy, would my reflexes have wanted to revert there.
I suppose that's good knowledge to have. It may work in Pool Float's favor. Perhaps later on, Cup Holder may feel the need to go check out Criteria, and we already know now it's pretty much a waste of time.
Yep. And it's possible Cup Holder will come to that decision when they're further away, which would very much be in Pool Float's advantage, like if they're already gone to wreck ship. And then they realize that they still haven't found a boss, and they need to decide, is it Criteria or Meridia?
And Cup Holder did just pick up Wave Beam from the top right of ship, which I feel like could almost nudge me towards wanting to go to Criteria because of the
gate.
Yeah, the gate.
Agreed. And Pool Float does have 1 extra E-tank to show for having gone to Criteria, which, with having not seen Varia yet, might end up being relevant. Oh, Plasma.
Already at full beam combo.
Nice. Well, unfortunately, he has to sit through Baby Metroid for it.
Are we going to see a... Oh, that's unfortunate. Got quite a few swoops there.
Fair. Oh no. Pool Float going up the slow way here and pre-Ice Beam Shaft. Oh, and taking a
fire hit.
Oh, come on, you can do it. No. Oh, what a cursed pause. That is unfortunate. And had that frame perfect glitch where the screen doesn't scroll back in or fade back in too. Oh, so he lost the super pickup, the Spazer pickup, and everything in Criteria. That is rough.
Oh boy. I didn't realize they hadn't saved since Space Jump.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, Cup Holder just took a nasty hit from one of the... I don't know the name of the enemy, but the balloon guys in Everest.
Powwamps, they're called.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I know that. I only know maybe half of the enemy names. I guess just because it's a fun one.
I've seen that name before. I didn't know that is the enemy that it was referring to.
Fair.
It looks like I think we only lost plasma from that death on cup holder side, so
Hmm.
looks like they're kind of foregoing that, considering they'll have to go through baby skip again.
Fair. I would probably not skip it personally, but I'm not confident on my boss fights. They might be a lot better at the boss fights than me.
Well, I think knowing where it's at is pretty big, knowledge-wise, and
It is. I'd just be worried about bumbling into Ridley and then having to backtrack for it, especially on this super count.
Well, there's Ridley and Dragon.
Yeah.
And 2 majors. So really, I think all we're hoping for is Varia, I would say. I probably would go back for Plasma at this point.
Yeah, it's possible you want to check the majors first, because if neither's Varia, you're going to have to come back here anyways, as you're not doing Ridley on this E-Tank level without Varia.
That's true.
But with so few majors remaining that we haven't seen, I do think you're right, that you just go grab Plasma and you just think chances are one of those is Varia. Well, Poolfloat even had to go back for Space Jump. I did not think that was... I personally would not have bothered to go back for it. I don't think Space Jump's very useful personally, but...
well, aside from Speed Booster, we don't really have a can fly. Speed Booster can be kind of situational on where that can apply.
Yeah, but we do have High Jump and Spring Ball and Ice, which to me is just better than Space Jump, because that works reliably, whereas Space Jump just drops my inputs half the time for no reason. Just bombs in Mama Turtle. And he's not even bothering to grab it.
Yeah, we already have 10 PBs, but I personally, you were already up there, inches away from it. Personally, I would just grab it anyway.
It's possible that the Space Jump just, he just lost the input, and then when he fell, he's like, it's not worth going back for. That's what I would have done if I dropped that input. But definitely I would have grabbed it if I didn't misinput the Space Jump.
And it looks like we decided to revert all of it.
Gonna go get Plasma.
I think we're potentially heading back to Criteria or Meridia.
Yeah, that makes sense too. And both runners taking some fairly substantial time losses, though I would say Cup Holder's still in a fairly definitive lead. Poolfloat gets into Torian right quickly. Can catch up, I think, because Cup Holder is, like you said, probably going to go to Criteria now and kill some time.
Yep, that seems to be the case.
Nice quick fall through those crumbles.
Older finding out criteria is useless
Instant
and
revert.
reverting.
Not sure that's the way to go, because we do know you need to do some hot runs to get into Meridia, and with what he's seen, he knows, Meridia has a decent chance of hiding Varia, so you might need to grab that E-tank in Criteria, or at least some of the E-tanks that we have seen.
There is another Meridia connector here in Torian.
Oh, is there? I had not
Down
noticed.
Wreck Ship Shaft here. Yeah, I think that's where Cup Holder is heading now.
That makes sense. You're much better with the maps than I am. Pool Float farming up a bit before going through the last little bit of a hot run he needs to properly enter Torian. That makes sense. And Cup Holder is going to grab Plasma. I'm guessing it's on the way to the Meridia connector.
Yeah, it was it's down Green Bryn Shaft, not I thought it was Wreck Ship Shaft, but it is Green Bryn Shaft.
Unfortunately, Pool Float has now put themselves in a possibly unwinnable situation. I mean, I think the really good speedrunners could probably get through this room on 122 health. I'm not sure. I certainly wouldn't be able to. Not reliably, at least.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. It's a bit tight. There they go.
Nice. Good job, Pool Float. That was a hot run I wouldn't have wanted to have to make. Well, they're both in the same zone for the first time in a while. Looks like Cup Holder might be heading back to the ship for a heal.
Potentially, I think my map info is wrong. I think maybe it's the left door here that leads to Meridia.
Yeah. So you were right the first time. That was.
I guess I was.
Yeah. Correct ship. I'm surprised he didn't go to the ship, honestly. It was only a screen and a bit away, and he is very low on health.
Yep, it needs to be very careful not to touch. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thank God for gravity.
Yes. Without gravity, they would have been toast there.
Yeah. Now they might need some health too to get up here. I mean, they could snail climb, but or snail clip, but nobody wants to snail clip when you've got speed. Oh, that is delightful.
Very convenient.
Yeah. And more health. Meanwhile, Pool Float's just about finally getting his Torian map. Probably going to revert to the ship for that major. Not going back for the major. That's interesting.
Heading straight into Meridia.
That is going to work in his favor.
Choice.
Well, it's a good choice with the knowledge we have, but it feels like an unusual one to make from the knowledge he has.
Yeah. All right, get Meridia map. You see Kraid and Norfair and Brinstar connectors. Which one of those has to have Fantoon, I think?
Yeah.
So those are our last two zones. What was the starting zone, or was that Brinstar?
The starting,
I think,
the starting zone was
yeah,
also
okay.
Brinstar. I was trying
So
to think it through, and then I just remembered there was a Meridia exit in our starting zone, so it had to have been Brinstar.
Right. Yep. So I think Fantoon must be Norfair then.
And yeah, and I think both runners will know it by the time they get that map, since they've seen every zone. And sure enough, Cup Holder's
Well,
heading
Pool Float
straight
hasn't
there.
seen Wrecked Ship yet.
Oh right, I forgot that was a whole other zone.
This must be a crab hole. Oh no! Oh, of course,
Oh.
it's West Ocean.
Yeah.
Cup Holder's trying to be fast here, but I think I would at least peek what the 2 items are here at the top of West Ocean are before jumping into Fantoon. Though I suppose it's not really a dangerous fight since we have Charge, Plasma, and X-Ray.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a dangerous fight, but I also would have peeked, because either before or after, I don't think it really matters which order, but if you go all the way back to the map before doing so, you might end up just having to waste even more time backtracking for them if they end up being a major.
Looks like we may not be, oh, now we're setting up for the X-Ray. Microwave. Doesn't quite land
Missed it. Still a lot of damage to get a charged plasma in there, though. I think another one would probably kill outright.
Just one Fantoon down for Cup Holder.
Yep.
Find it interesting that Pool Float is sticking around here in Meridia, considering I don't think we really saw any majors. We just saw Kraid.
It's been going around grabbing health pickups, it looks like. And X's, I guess.
Cup Holder does peak the major on the left there. It was Screw, so it was a 50-50 between Screw or Varia.
Yeah.
They chose to not pick it up. Again, personally, I think I would have just grabbed it because it's really maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah, and it almost always will save you that much time at the end of the day. He's not going for the map, it looks like, or did he just get confused?
I think we might have just had a little routing mistake there.
Well, he's leaving without the map, so, I mean, if Varia's in Norfair, that's not going to play well for him.
There was one major in Meridia, and Pool Float just grabbed it, and it was Varia.
Oh, okay, and he'd already seen that then. Yeah, makes sense. Pool Float hopefully heading towards Norfair now. Yeah, it looks like he must be. Oh no, saving first. That makes sense. It's a mean seed when you're 40 minutes in and you've got one objective done between two players.
Yep. I think at this point, though, it's going to wrap up pretty fast.
Absolutely,
Especially
yeah.
now that cup holder has Varia.
Yeah, Mario full beam combo, speed, nothing can stop him. Just clean up. Oh wow, Pool Float going back for those missiles, that seems unnecessary. Oh, he's gonna try the bottom door first. Nope, changes his mind. Cup holder heads to Kraid, getting that cleared out.
Yep. And here's one of the reasons I think skipping screw attack back there was a bit of a mistake.
Yes, absolutely. It would have taken far less time to grab than it would to powerbomb through all this.
Yeah.
And Pool Float grabbed it.
Float does not have plasma, fortunately, so no option to microwave here.
Upholder not getting the quick kill, but it's still only 2 charge shots to finish. He's hit the 1. So he's opting to finish off with a missile. That's fair.
Surprised Pool Float seems to be really taking their time at this fight by hitting Fantoon with 3 missiles right off the bat, causing him to disappear, whereas I'm certain that they're aware, you know, you can hit him with 2, give a pause, hit him with another 2, give a pause and then try to hit him with potentially more than 2 on the last phase there. But they have more than enough health to be tanking the hits. But
they did
regardless,
try
they
what
get the
you're
job done.
describing on the earliest phase, but I think they might have just had a nervous accidental triple tap. I've certainly done that where I'm trying to shoot 2 missiles and then my thumb just kind of bounces on the Y button an extra time. Pretty sure Pool Float at least will check the Norfair map, but it's not going to find anything. A lack of information here will tell him everything he needs to know, that everything else that he needs is in wrecked ship. It's the only place he hasn't been. Shrimp dead. Doesn't look like there's any particularly convenient save points near Ridley, but with what he's got, I doubt it'll be a problem.
It was a fairly clean Ridley fight.
Yeah, finishing having taken not a single hit. Did it entirely with plasma. It's a bit slower, but a lot easier to hit with than the supers, especially when you're in the air. It's all bosses down for Cup Holder, whereas Pool Float, unfortunately, is still just heading towards his second.
Yep, I think.
Would take
sorry, go ahead.
I was say it would take a minor miracle for Pool Float to catch up now.
Certainly. It looked like Pool Float was heading back up to Torian, but I think they remembered that Kraid was back here in Meridia, and it would be unfortunate to leave that behind, since we know we're going pretty far away.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did get Cup Holder so far ahead? I think
That
just
one
the
death, I would
routing.
say, is that
Oh,
too. But
yes,
the one
there's that
death for
too.
Pool Float that must have been 6-7 minutes to catch up from.
Yes, that Pool Float did take that death pretty early on, which cost quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I think, yeah, just Cup Holder's routing has been slightly better. They got a lot more information. I think a bit faster than Pool Float did, and
Yeah.
in a more beneficial way, because we got the Ridley and Dragon information, and we're able to kind of move on and then get what we need and come back and wrap things up.
Agreed, and was able to collect useful things like plasma along the way, whereas Pool Float, starting off with Criteria where there was nothing but an E-tank, was of no help, even though it was kind of nice to confirm Criteria is useless. It's always better to find somewhere that's useful and has majors. Nice. Step skip on the first freeze. Excellent phase one. Alrighty, Mother Brain is down. So if anybody wants to get their guesses in for the escape timer, now's the time. I'm guessing like 20 seconds. I don't know if there's a minimum. It's going to be close to whatever the minimum is.
I'm going to say 45.
Yeah, fair.
Since it is very close, but medium can be pretty...
Medium is pretty lenient.
Yes.
Was it 25?
Wow, 25.
Yeah. I mean, most of the path back is this elevator, I think.
Okay, that makes sense then, since the timer doesn't
Yeah.
tick during elevator door transitions.
Then it's just this room and we're on the ship. And they're high-fiving going through the door.
And that will do it. Get your GGs in chat for Cup Holder.
Yep.
Immediately starting with a major, and it's Gravity.
Only a nice one to start with. Doesn't look like we're getting to that map anytime soon. Well, it's a water room, so that explains the gravity.
already seeing a little bit of divergence between runners.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting to see pool float going the away from the map.
Mhm. Pool float should really just, well, I guess they could take the bottom door, but they want to peek the item.
Yeah. Wow, they just keep finding some really annoying rooms. Probably considering reverting right now. Or backtracking. While I was busy watching pool float, cup holder found something that caused them to revert, though I do not know what.
It was a green pirate shaft after East
Ah,
Ocean, and they only had 29 health. I'm
that
not
makes
sure. I
sense.
think they could have survived it with just gravity, maybe.
I think they
I'm
would have
not,
had to have the iframes cushion them against at least one of the hits, which is doable, but
maybe.
does require pretty quick movement. Lots of reverts going on. Looks like the sea is not giving them an easy opening despite the gravity.
It's looking like green pirate shaft may be the way,
Hmm,
because it's not necessarily, oh,
that's
um,
unfortunate.
due to any heated runs that cup holder had such low health. It was more of just a matter of just taking too much hits along the way. But if you're
Yeah.
careful enough or farm along the way, you can reach there with full health, I believe.
Hmm. I think you might be right. There's a lot of high-hitting enemies along the way, unfortunately, so even a single hit is going to be pretty costly against things like the crabs and the fish. That's good. Bullfloat getting there with full health. Managed to iframes through two of them, so reduced the damage it would have taken. That's pretty good.
Well, we found one of our objectives, mini crate.
Yeah. It's usually the one you can do earliest or almost earliest outside of pit room, but still don't have anything to damage them. It's a strange start. You don't normally see a seed where the main obstacle early on is just not taking damage from enemies. Oh, and an exit into
Main
Norfair
hall.
main, yeah, main hall. That's rough. I don't know how much health you need to get through there, but it's might be more than an E-tank. Running all the way to the beginning.
Yeah, it's interesting. So it seems that this is not the way. I believe
Guess
the
it's
ride down costs you around 30 to 40 health of heat damage, and then to get to the door on the right side, I think you want at least 50 to an E-tank.
yeah. So what you're saying is it might be just barely possible if you've got more or less perfect movement,
Maybe, yeah.
and therefore definitely not in logic on medium. Well, it's like upright was the way to go. Gives us into Bubble Mountain. Well, actually, this is a dead end too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd already seen that on Cup Holder's side. Oh, is it wanted to blind the sand traps?
Quite possibly, yeah. See an E-tank above us.
There's no way to peek the other item up there, correct?
No.
Okay. I'm trying to gravity jump. You can actually do just a little wall jump to get up there as well, though it might be trickier depending on how confident you are with your trickier wall jumps. Ah, speed booster.
And that'll put the items up top in Aqueduct and Logic.
They also give us a way to kill the mini crate pirates.
That's fair.
Always nice to get an E-tank after losing much of your health to a Shine Spark. And Cup Holder now is just right behind him to grab the same item. Trying to do the wall jump that I was just talking about, but struggling with it. I go kind of just the very bottom of the corner there. On the left or right. I always do it on the right, but I think either side should be doable.
I haven't gotten too good of a look at the map, but I think I would be heavily considering blinding some sand pits at this point.
It'd be a lot easier to do that, I think, if there was a save anywhere nearby.
True.
But I think you might be, well, there's only one item you can get in the sand pits without morph. So between both of them even, that...
It looks like it would have to be the right sand pit.
Yeah. It might be the right move, but my goal here, I think I would just go get rid of the mini crate and hope that there's an item to the right of them.
Having a little bit of difficulty with getting this wall jump here because Speed Booster does reduce your jump height. However, that does only take effect if you are holding the run button.
Yeah, or at any time we're holding the run button during that particular sprint. You can't just let it go,
right.
Sadly. I really wish you could. That would be a fantastic tech if that worked. Oh, and another hot room. Although you could definitely go up right there. It would be a bit dangerous, but doable. And Cup Holder taking yet another revert to the beginning of the seed. Seen a lot of those this map.
Yeah, we reached the end of the left side of Thread the Needle, and it was a powerbomb door, and I suppose they did not want to make the trip back.
No. Poolful does appear to be heading towards the pirate, which is, I think, probably the good thing to do here. Gives you a save point, gets an objective out of the way, and gives you an extra door check. Since at this point we're blinding whatever we do. The other option is we could use that speed booster to get to the top left of Parlor, but you can't logically get back. But on the other hand, it does lead towards the map, so it might be worth sacrificing for.
Right.
And it might even be that you can get back. If there's a runway on the other side of that door, you can.
Cup holder did blind the right sand pit, and it was the one I was expecting. Unfortunately, it's just a missile pack, though.
Yeah. Another missile we can't even get. I don't know why Poolfloat didn't leave the right in the pirate room.
It was a caution tape door.
Oh, that makes sense.
From the map layout, it looks like it would have to be... I'm trying to think of all the right-facing caution rooms. Side hoppers.
Amphitheater and ice. Oh, side hoppers. Oh, and Ridley, or is Ridley's caution?
Ridley is only on the other side. Yeah, only the left-facing door. So yeah, it would be side hoppers, amphitheater, or
the ice speedway,
ice gates, and it could also be Mickey Mouse, but because of the map layout here, it definitely is not Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, I mean, you got the save right there. I'd go just peek it, see what it is. But I do think at this point, I'd be going to go just run through Parlor and hope that top left door is not a soft lock, because maybe it isn't, and everything else looks just impossible. This is a very hard map to infer where to go next from. Fish take forever to die and gets 15 shots with the pea shooter. Cup holder's peeking the other side of this caution take, and it's amphitheater. Not getting through that on 1E tank. Oh, and Poolfloat's going down the sand traps. A sensible place to go, but It's just a missile. And with that, both of our runners are at basically the same spot again, with the same information and same items, just a different location on the map.
I think perhaps the bottom right of Fish Tank is a missile door that leads into Pre-Pillar Room, and the top right door of that leads into the bottom of Crab Hole, which we can't get through from the top because we don't have morph. So we don't know what's on the other side, though, of that bottom right door of Crab Hole.
Right, yes.
That feels like
we
the
could
only
get up
logical thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Right now.
It could well be. Yeah, you're right. We can definitely get up there. It's not a lot of health to do it. Like, obviously, it's enough for the movement. Just the pirates, and they're pretty much one shot you at this health when you add in the heat room, which makes it a nerve-wracking thing to do when there isn't a nearby save room.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a scary room, but once you kind of learn how to, manipulate the pirates or get around them, it's you should be able to get through it without taking any hits.
Absolutely. From my own experience, it's easy to learn to do that, and then it's also easy to not run into the room and need to do it for weeks and forget how to do it. It does look like Cupholder is going to check it out, I think.
Yep, they hadn't peeked that door just yet, but now they know. They need a bit more health, though, to navigate through there.
Absolutely. Indeed, if they were at full health, they could even just go in there and probably shine sparks through the pirates.
Like Pool Float may be checking out the right side of Main Hall here.
Yeah. Now, a speed booster now and an extra E-tank since we last saw this room, it does make sense. Meanwhile, Cupholder's going through Parlor like I've been hoping to see. Just nice, like to see if the map is anywhere nearby. It did look like that might be a long enough runway for this to be logical after the entry. Screw attack, interesting. Oh, but Poolflow finding the West Ocean. Full of items. Maybe we'll find our morph.
Yep, only one item we can grab here.
Yeah, unless it's morph, then there's two.
Right. I think we could see what that item is below the super block, but won't be able to grab it.
Would you see it by just doing like a jump and hold down to manipulate
I
the
think
camera?
if you shoot out the block and drop down,
I
think
yeah,
you
shoot
can
it
see
out,
the
drop,
item.
that makes sense. Yeah, wasn't even thinking about that. I assume he's just dreading the idea of having to climb these trippers since he doesn't have the energy to shine spark up there. Oh, and we've got a map on the other side. See Mother Brain, a couple of majors off the ship, which look very accessible.
Yep, you just have to get through the heated Ripper room with the green gate.
That's what that is.
It's a bit tight, but I think it can be done with just an E-tank.
There, I doubt it's in logic. 2 E-tanks, maybe.
And we see it's just an X above them here at West Ocean at the Sky Missiles item. So it's not going to help us. Well, we know Varia's there.
It is good knowledge, but not immediately helpful.
And it looks like couple are maybe trying out the Ripper room here. They do have Screw Attack now, which helps a little bit. You can try to farm some of these Rippers for some HP.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to have it. That was less Less health drain than I was expecting. I thought that was a bit harder of a room, but well done to cup holder regardless. I always overestimate the difficulty of hot runs.
The only thing that seems strange about this logically to me is that they had to go through a one-way to get here. And they
I don't think
can't right now get through. They can enter top left of Bubble Mountain from bottom right of ship. But they have no way to get back to where they came from unless something here gives them morph and explosives.
I don't. What's the one way?
The one way was the green gate.
Oh,
because gate glitches are not logical.
right,
so getting back is not in logic that way.
Yeah.
We just got spring balls, so that's not really helpful until we find morph.
There it is.
There is morph.
There's a well-hidden morph.
But I'm still curious how, unless I'm missing something, how they can get back. Because the only way to get to where they entered before in Bubble Mountain would be through having bombs or some kind of explosive. Oh, I see. It looks like Screw Attack Room is off to the left there, and they have Screw Attack now. So they can drop down and take that middle door, and that will take them. That's how it loops.
Pool Float now is following, I would say 3-4 minutes behind Cup Holder into the same pathway.
Yep, they should be getting mapped somewhat soon. It'll be interesting to see if they also choose to take leader run. That's unfortunately a reserve tank. They need to be pretty tight on their movement here to get through this door. They make it with just 6 health.
Yeah, well done. That would have been a nail biter. Not a great place to farm even a little bit of health. I mean, you could get some off that Sova up there, which I would have done before leaving. It's only 20, maybe even lower if you're not lucky, but don't like going around on 6 HP. There, he's fine now. Yeah, it's possible if they don't want to do that, the green gate and the hot run before, they could just go up through that Screw Attack. Oh no, they don't have high jump, so that wouldn't be doable.
Yeah, it's a very tricky loop.
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to spot.
Pool Float and Words they are likely discussing what on earth they're supposed to do next. It might be that the logic expects them to go back to that Screw Attack room to grab the reserve and then go up and do the hot run. So that would make that a lot safer.
That is possible. Looks like Cup Holder is heading to back of Gauntlet here, which I believe led to a new zone.
That makes sense. It's not ideal for him. We know where Varia is, and he definitely wants that. It's in the other direction. From a spectator's perspective, might be good, as it would potentially give Pool Float a chance to catch up here. Now getting to the ship, he's only a little bit behind. Maybe 2.5 minutes.
Yep, it does look like Cup Holder kind of missed there that it was a pretty long heated room between back of Gauntlet and Torian. and not one that we can get through without, I think, grapple or space jump.
Ah.
Or a lot more health.
Looking at pool floats, I guess it's that room with the tray of spikes on the ground and the grapple blocks on the ceiling.
So, yeah. I think that's the one it was.
The pool float's going to be very happy to finally see their morph ball. Nobody likes a 26-minute morph ball.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the spectators. So it would definitely be a concern if I'm getting morph at 26 minutes that my opponent might be so far ahead I can't recover, but you gotta play out the game anyways. Hope for the best. Oh, fantastic use of spring ball there to keep some speed by cup holder. Hopefully cup holder checks these items before heading down. Yeah, getting at least one of them. The other one might be power bomb, so it could be just as important.
Yeah, I think I would top up my health with that reserve and then spark.
Yeah, agreed. At least he had the exact right health to not, or low enough health not to lose anything off of that. Oh, missing it. It's just a super, but still nice. Especially considering we haven't found a single other beam yet.
Mm-hmm. Or charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite yet safe to assume we can drop down because we still could get powerbomb locked if every door down there is a powerbomb door.
Well, that's true.
So this middle section here is definitely, I think, the right way to go for now.
Wouldn't even have occurred to me, and I would have just dropped straight down, so good call. Also, have been very tempted to go check that item and climb super, so I think it's the wrong move, but I'd have been tempted to do it.
Looks like cup holder maybe I don't know if they're farming health or if they're going back to drop down. I feel like I would try to go down to Quora Room, as it kind of looks like it probably loops around the bottom of West Ocean to the left side. It would be my intuition. But no, we're risking it.
Power bombs. I think
There's power
Pool
bombs.
Float already knew those were there, didn't he? No, he couldn't have.
No, they couldn't have gotten down here yet.
Yeah. That really does put them pretty much side by side here, especially if Pool Float goes down immediately. He might waste a minute searching the same things a cup holder just did. Yeah, looks like he's going to.
A wave beam for a cup holder.
Fantastic find.
And
Always
even
nice
more
to find
supers.
beams. There's only one off of having boss ammo. Not that bosses are our objective, I suppose, though Mother Brain obviously still is.
Mhm.
Bombs is always nice to have, but not what you want to find at this point in the game. At least there's
Got
two
two
more
objectives.
objectives. Yeah, right nearby.
I've been a little more focused on the cup holder side, but I think it looks like Pool Float went down to Cora Room like I was mentioning earlier, which I believe does loop around to the left side of West Ocean.
Just takes a bit longer to get there. Oh, but he has no explosives.
Interesting.
That's rough.
In the meantime, cup holder did just wrap up Metal Pirates.
Yep, I'm heading for pit room now. Oh, unfortunately, looks like Pool Float's going to check everywhere they can before going down to the bottom of the ocean.
Yep. I think it makes sense because it just is a bit of a risk.
Yeah, not a perfectly sensible move, but an unfortunate one when you have hindsight. Oh, we get plasma on cup holder's side. It's always nice, though without charge, it doesn't really mean anything.
Unfortunately, this is taking Pool Float on quite a journey now.
Yeah.
And I believe due to the low humming noise we're hearing in this room that Pool Float's in, that indicates that this is connected to Torian in some way.
Yes, there's two Torian connections nearby we were seeing on cup holder's map a little bit ago. Indeed, it looks like it's where our cup holder's headed now, is to come over here and head off to either Torian or I think there was another map over here, yeah.
There was a Meridia.
Yeah, Meridia.
down, I think, the toilet.
I only hope that the difficulty of that jump will lead Pole Flute to go back and go to the bottom of the ocean, but it's not looking likely. It is unfortunate.
Yeah, fortunately, there's still a few more doors down here that are accessible to us.
You can't do anything in here.
There's a caution door. This could be, I know Ridley is one of the left-facing caution rooms. I'm trying to think what the other ones are. We've already seen Pit Pirate, or not Pit Pirates, Pre-Pillar. Yep, it's Ridley.
Cup holder heading out to finally head into a new zone with Torian. Nice wall jumping up there.
You see Yoink Room, which probably that sand pit just leads back to the Ivir room we saw back in, what was our previous zone? Was it Bryn?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Buffalo fighting charge at the beginning of Meridia. And grapple, that's not going to matter too much. Cup holder just ignoring X-ray, hopping right over it.
Yeah, not really necessary since we, bosses are not our objectives this time around, but could run into a situation where one of them is blocking somewhere we need to go. Mainly, the only ones being Batun or Dragon.
Yeah. And of course, there's a decent chance you always have to fight Fantoon just to get a map that you want.
That's also true. This may even be Fantoon map here.
Yep.
Yep. It's like a couple are blinded into criteria there for a second.
Interesting. Yes. While searching for the map, and by its position, it's possible it's a map you need to enter criteria for, though. Not necessary, of course.
I'm still curious if the power bombs that were in West Ocean that Cup Holder got, if those were actually logical, because unless there's some that we weren't seeing, I think there may have been one through the left side of Main Hall that led to, I think it led to Bat Cave, which then led to the top right of Big Pink. And then that Big Pink eventually leads to the left side of West Ocean. And if that's correct, then there is a loop and those PBs are in logic. Otherwise, they kind of got bailed out, and logical PBs actually are in some other zone and require a ridiculous amount of blinding to find them.
Well, for pool float's sake, we can kind of hope that that's the case and that they will find some power bombs here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we got the map over in Torian, and it had nothing in it except for this major here, which is high jump.
Cup holder heading up to Criteria now, which I think makes sense since this is likely to be a off by itself zone.
And you just gotta go, or probably have to go here eventually. It's a good time for it. You're nearby. Probably a bomb jumped up to peek that item.
Or sparked. They have power bombs
Or
now.
sparked,
they could
yeah.
have cleared the room and checked it, but I suppose they just want to get straight to map.
It does make sense. They don't really need any more items now. They need one super pack, ideally, even or a couple of regular missile packs. Actually, I think they need both. They both break the glass and kill Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm. And just 2 majors here in Kateria.
With what we've seen, I think we know that's ice and space jump.
Have we seen Spazer yet?
I thought so, but now that you bring it up, I think maybe that was last seed. And yeah, you're right. Could be
so I think
Spazer.
it's either Ice Spazer or Space.
Yeah. Bantoon is finally down for pool float, and we get in the map of Meridia. Could have, yeah, it has plasma pirates. And they're holding a major.
Yep. Which has to be one of the 3 we just mentioned.
Yeah. And that means Norfair is just of no use to us, right? We've seen everything we need already.
I'm pretty sure we've seen Mother Brain. So, yeah, Norfair must be empty.
Not ideal for pool float, because most likely once he's already going down there to get rid of the plasma pirates, he'd just go into Norfair.
Well, there's Spazer.
Oh, but he can't get down to plasma pirates because
cup holder.
Yeah, because he doesn't have power bombs and he needs those. So that's what he's stared at the map for, trying to be like, oh, well, what about those 2 X's over there? That is rough.
I think they're trying to figure out if they can go through Mickey Mouse and loop back through Croc Speedway. Try to get those X's over there.
Yep.
There's Ice Beam for cup holder.
Absolutely. He's probably hoping for charge, but we know that's not going to happen over here. It's in Meridia. Yep.
But cup holder does have to go to Meridia for their last objective.
Yeah.
And
they're very likely to get charged since it's right next to the entryway.
Yes. And we now know that Plasma Pirates holds Space Jump.
Yeah.
Cup holder has already finished Pit Pirates, right?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to mark that as done on the tracker.
Oh, fair. I should probably be helping.
No, it's all right. Holder did get their last super pack to get them to 30. They almost did, just quite nearly soft locked themselves. For some reason, they used a power bomb on the way down of Fish Tank here, which left them with only one, and it was a dead end to a E-tank, which ended up being a reserve. But had they wasted that last power bomb, they would have soft locked themselves out of getting back up, as none of the enemies there dropped power bombs.
Good thing to know. That would have been tragic.
Yep, I'm not sure the how long it's been since Cup Holder has saved.
Yeah, it's really easy to stop bothering with save points once you get both suits, speed booster, ice, etc. Look, did find another X, but it was just another super. They are definitely not happy about that. I think they just have to leave Meridia.
Yep, and they can't reach that X in Gauntlet, actually, because you still need explosives for that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they don't even have regular bombs.
Yep,
I had forgotten about that.
Back in Big Pink.
Yep. Very much an unfortunate seed for them. That one play of just not going to the bottom of the ocean it just absolutely destroyed their chances.
Yeah, I think it twice in the seed we've seen just very difficult to spot loops.
Yeah.
Because I think they went down to Korra and got locked out of that after reaching basement and needing explosives there, and decided that bottom of West Ocean must not be accessible logically, but overlooked the fact that the left side of Main Hall has still not been discovered, even though we do have Varia now, so it would put that in logic.
Yeah, it's a very easy or a sensible play for him to have made, but it is an unfortunate one when you know everything that the commentators know.
Yep. Yep.
And here's charge for Cup Holder.
Charge, and they are now pretty much good to go to wrap things up.
The need is to find either to blind into Plasma Pirates or find the map, and they'll be in go mode.
I'm honestly surprised Pool Float is still refusing to drop down at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm also a little shocked at killing these Boyons, considering we have Screw Attack. You can just spin jump right through all of them.
It's true. I guess their thought pattern here is, well, I got grapple. Maybe this is the logical use of grapple. Sadly, it's just health. Cup Holder's already... Oh. That is rough.
Oh, boy.
Cup Holder microwaving the ghost. Gonna get their map in a few seconds here and be in go mode.
And there Cup Holder has discovered their final objective.
Yeah. Yep.
A little bit of a high five here between our runners.
Ah, yes. Both in Everest.
They've finally given in. Are they going
feel-
to drop down for map?
I feel like they have to, unless they're planning to backtrack out and go through the other side of main hall.
Mm-hmm. Couple J needs to be a little bit careful here. These pirates still deal a decent bit of damage.
That is true. And he's got them dead. Got his space jump. Full Float is finally going to get their bombs.
Yeah, I can't imagine how they must feel after finding those PBs right there.
Yeah, it was 26 minutes to get Morph Ball and 52 minutes to get some sort of explosives.
Yep, it's only a super door that blocks them. But it is a morph tunnel that... Oh, you get bombs in Big Pink. Yep, yeah, it loops. So I think logically it may be expecting you to go through left side of main hall. Technically, it probably... The pathing of the randomizer expects you to go that way. But
yeah, it expects you to first go into the ocean just to grab Varia and then backtrack out.
Yeah.
We'll grabbing their wave and getting some more supers. Gonna probably go clear out those two objectives. Interesting choice to go grab these missiles after having just found charged plasma. Feels unnecessary, but is a quick one.
Looks like we'll be going for a green gate glitch here. Potentially save some time by skipping Kraid.
Makes sense. Got a lot of supers to try it with. Gate glitches here. One of the areas where having Moonwalk on does make things a little bit easier, even if it can make some things a lot harder. And Cup Holder is now turning off Screw Attack for their Ice Zeb Skip. Oh, no, they're first going to go farm some health. Since they don't have enough to do this very safely, even with full health, they can only take one real hit. Nice quick Zeb skip. Well, this is not going to be a long fight with full beam combo and 25 supers, so if anybody wants to start guessing their escape timer, and now would be the time. I have no idea. I don't even remember where the ship is in relation to this.
Ship was back in our starting zone. I believe Torian. Or no, wrecked ship, I think, was our starting zone. Yes.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
They're on Poolfloat's map.
Oh, so it's just, yeah,
and it's in the same
just off
zone.
an elevator and straight to the right, so yeah, it looks pretty short.
Yep. It looks like another very short escape. I'm going to say maybe same as before, 25 seconds.
Yeah, I think this one's a bit longer, like 40.
Really? I didn't get a long enough look at the map. I just saw the elevator and the ship to the right. 35.
That's the difference. Yeah, 35. Bit longer than the last one, but still two of the fastest escapes I've seen in this tournament. And he's done. Upholder takes it 2-0.
Finishing with an official race time of 59 minutes, 26 seconds.
Very well played. Means he's going to go on to play me in the next game. Well, Pool Float will head down to the losers bracket to play as of yet unknown. Hopefully they will join us for a interview.
Welcome in, Cup Holder and True Keyblade.
Hello.
Howdy.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, thank you. That second game was a bit of a slog for me, just because I feel like I screwed it up so bad at the early game. I feel like it didn't have to be as bad as I made
really
it.
Rough.
Well, welcome, Pool Floating Words.
Hello.
Hello. GG's, guys.
That was that second seed was something.
Well, yeah. What happened to you guys on the second seed? Because I felt so behind the whole time after my early game of like a 20-minute morph or something.
Yeah. Well, Morph was just late.
Yeah.
In general, we checked everything before realizing it actually did want us to do the short charge in Parlor to get across there. Because I saw that and I'm like, we could go that way, but I don't think it's gonna want that short charge. And then I saw the run and I was like, oh no, it does probably want this.
Yeah.
But then after that, we just didn't go to Bryn Map because we're like, okay, well, we could drop down, but we don't see the return route. Let's go try to find the return route. And it was power bomb locked. And then we went to Meridia and hoped for power bombs there, and it was all supers. And yeah. And then we finally just like, we need that map. We have to go for it. We dove down there, got bailed out by power bombs, and like, okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah, you've already, without even needing the commentators to say it, you've discovered the main diversion point. That power bomb pickup was pretty much it. You were pretty much tied. You both put off going through the Parlor top left for a long time. So once you got to that area, you were almost on the same screen. And yeah, just searching absolutely everywhere you could except for that power bomb was what made all the difference in game 2.
Because that is technically out of logic, because you need a power bomb, you need an explosive to return from getting that power bomb. But what I didn't spot was you could just go left on main hall after getting Varia. That gets you to Big Pink, and then that's your return route. It's so rare for a return route to come off the left side of West Ocean that I wasn't looking up there to find it.
Yeah. We just full set, like I went around and saw Speed Booster Hall and was like, okay, that's the return route. Let's just go. Or not Speed Booster Hall, Decora Room is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I saw Decora Room and how it looped back in that direction. I'm like, that's the return route. Let's just go grab map.
Yep.
And then, worst case, I was reverting back to Green Pirates, I think. So I wasn't like...
Yeah. It wasn't a terribly far away save. It's just one of those, it's like, it's a sequence of decisions that piles up over time. And then, well, here we are.
Yeah.
Did you guys go Criteria? Like Torian Criteria?
We started to go Torian, but the Sand Hall gave us some trouble, so we ended up just turning back. Going down to Meridia.
I died in the Avir room like twice in the early game, and then I finally made it across, and it was a save room, and I felt like such an idiot. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
we were surprised by that save room also.
Yeah, we went across there. Yeah. Oh, that Torian entrance. Okay, I was thinking the Torian entrance from Bryn.
Oh.
Spoilers unlocked, by the way. Pool float opened it.
Yeah.
As soon as the game, I was like, because we were so confused. I'm like, well, game's over. I'm unlocking the spoiler.
Yeah.
Like, feel free to go look and see what it actually wanted us to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do have to say, it's unusually common to get a powerbomb bailout at the West Ocean. I feel like I've seen 3 or 4 races now where the winning play was just dive down West Ocean and get bailed out by powerbombs.
Because I didn't think about needing power. What would we have needed power bombs for returning?
Big Pink, you need power bombs to get in there. Even if you got to Big Pink, you need explosives to get through basement to get to Decora, which, so like the left door, you're immediately stuck if you drop down and don't get power bombs there, because it's the super block into the bomb blocks to get through Big Pink.
Oh yeah, that isn't logical. Okay, so that was just the bailout.
Yep. Yeah. Logical, and I looked at the spoiler. The logical thing to do is to go back up with Varia and go left at main hall, and that puts you in Big Pink. And then the first accessible power bombs are technically all the way back in Wreck Ship, but no one in their right mind is going back for those instead of just going into West Ocean.
Yeah.
Because at that point you can with bombs.
So did you guys eventually drop down West Ocean?
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Because we had exhausted all of our other options. Fortunately, we had found plasma pirates in Meridia, so like we were headed straight there, and like we were go mode at that point because we just needed to kill plasma pirates and then go back for Mother Brain, so we didn't have to visit Torian or Criteria or any of those zones.
Yeah,
I was on my way to the final objective, and because it was basically, I knew I needed one of 3 items to be able to do plasma pirates. I needed space, high jump, or bombs, and I saw from your credit screen scrolling that apparently Space Jump was in there.
Oh, that's annoying.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's like because I know that's a long IBJ, so it's not in logic, but I can do it, which means I was going to. So I'm like literally just give me something for height, and I'm going there.
Yep.
Yeah. I can do. I've practiced like with high jump and the short charge, so I was like pretty confident just jumping down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely can't do the short charge, but I can do any of the other ways to get out of that room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we felt pretty behind once we finally did pick up Morph, so we did actually head into Torian and Criteria first. Picked up a couple of majors there, which kind of bailed us out because I think high jump was up there. But then what we felt so far behind, but we had 3 of 4 objectives done, so we were really just looking for plasma pirates, and we hadn't seen Torian or Criteria, so it's like they're right here, and it circles back around a wrecked ship. So if plasma pirates is here, we're done, and we'll catch up and save some time. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case, but like I said, we did get a couple of majors there that helped us out a little bit, and then we did make it into Meridia to get the plasma.
Yeah, having a Zeb skip was really nice, but I guess it didn't really matter because I don't know how many supers you guys had, but we had
a lot.
30 something. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of supers and then wave plasma charge is like, yeah. You don't need the Zeb skip. It's nice, but you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So really, the Torian criteria is just kind of a time sink. So I was we were really hoping that you guys go Meridia, we go Torian, and that's where we make up our time because we just thought we were so far behind at that point. Because I started face tanking everything instead of dodging, and so I would go through East Ocean and then into Green Pirates and not have enough health to get down. I'm like, well, now I have to try again. So it was a painful start.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that many revert to the start of a seed. Both sides probably reverted to the very beginning of the seed at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
I think this is an early game that will trip up literally everyone unless you're confident you can just do a stupid short charge on the left side of Parlor. Because you don't have Morph, so that already severely limits your options and makes everything risky. But then, even if you think to spark across Parlor, there's no save nearby, so you're committing a lot of time for that one check, and there might not even be a runway on the other side to get back. So it's that is the riskiest play to make. So unless you feel like, oh, I can just short charge no matter the runway, then you're just that's. I think most people would just avoid that until it's literally the last thing.
Yeah, because I think
what both of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then even then, the path is hard to spot because it's you're going up into ship, but then it's okay, well, how do I get back? Because I'm going through a green gate in a heated room, but then you have to use screw attack to loop back down. And I think logic even wanted you to grab the reserve first and then loop back around to get through fast rippers because that's not logic on one tank. So
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, because I was like, well, we came through. I can't remember why I had so little health. I'm trying to think why I took so much damage, but I had no health when I got into Business Center, so I just had to sit there and farm forever. Once we saw how to get to Morph, until I had enough to finally get through the fast rippers. Yeah.
There was a decision there on whether or not we wanted to go because we were missing an O somewhere, and I was like, I mean, if you feel confident in getting through fast rippers, and we have screw attack, which makes it a lot simpler. So I mean, it was just a matter of making sure we get the rippers dead, and thankfully they dropped a bunch of large health, and we were able to get through fairly easily, even with just the one tank.
Yeah, with screw attack, and then if you can get your supers full, it's actually not that bad. You just have to not take hits, not fall in the acid, and pick up any health if you're lucky.
I mean, even if you do take hits, I think without suits even, it's only 5 damage for those guys. So
it's 10.
Oh, it's 10? Okay.
Weirdly enough, I've been practicing that room suitless. It's 10.
Okay, yeah, I'll trust you on that.
It's just, you know, no big deal. Just practicing how to get through that room on 99 health. It's
not like I've tried finding fast ways through, and there's just like if you have like basically no items, it's such a huge pain. Like,
Yep.
there's no easy way.
It's I would say it's basically impossible unless you've like really practiced it.
Yeah.
Like it's very specific movement to get through. It involves a D boost landing on the middle platform and then still moving fast enough to not let the rippers catch up to you.
So, oh wait, so the ones next to wreck ship map, those are the logical power bombs, is that right?
Yes, technically. Only because they're on the same step as bombs. But bombs gives you immediate access to other power bombs. So it's like, yeah, it's technically those are the logical first power bombs, but then no player in their right mind is gonna get those first because they're just gonna go to West Ocean at that point.
Yeah. That's
Even
such
if they are following logic.
I also couldn't believe how many rooms we had to go through to get one item.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
I mean, because like we went all the way through East Ocean, and then we see we like go all the way to the main hall elevator, and we're like, wait, we don't have enough health to make it back through there, so then we have to revert all the way back to the start and then try up, and we see Bubble Mountain, and I should have gone through the other door in Aqueduct, but instead I just reverted because I forgot that we hadn't peeked the middle right door in Aqueduct.
Yeah.
And so I went through and blinded for a long time before I got Speed Booster. But yeah, that was a bit of a painful seed.
Yep. Unfortunately for us, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was what I was only sort of joking with words about was I have a knack for rolling some absolutely garbage seeds, and you know this one, you know. This might be the worst map rando I've rolled yet. Just in terms of the map we landed on and then where the items got placed. But yeah, it's something I'm very good at apparently, you know, which I I wish I wasn't, but yeah, just
yeah. It's definitely not the worst one I've played, but it is a pretty painful early game.
Yeah.
Any early game that has thread the needle in it is a bad early game.
True. Thankfully, we had already gone down there first. So by the time we got there and then we paused, like, oh, that just goes up to top of Green Pirates, and we don't have morph anyways, so we can't get that. So we don't have to deal with that room. But yeah. We had a funny little mishap at the start where it's like we got gravity immediately, and then we get to parlor, and I tell Pool Float, wait a minute, this is gravity. That's a down door. There's a good chance that's a water room that we need gravity for. And guess what? It was fish tank. So it's like, okay, cool. This is a good sign. We go down fish tank. We see East Ocean. This is a good sign. We're headed the right direction. And then you get to a power bomb door and main hall. It's like, well, I guess this wasn't the right direction yet.
Yeah.
We couldn't even kill Kraid Pirates to find out what was on the other side of that door. It's like,
It was so annoying too, because then we had to go all the way back to Kraid Pirates to kill them, and then you just jump into Amphitheater, and you're like, well...
Yep. It's a rough one.
Yeah. So
it was confusing even being able to watch it, you know, from above with two different viewports. It's like Fudge and I had almost no idea through several points of the scene where you were supposed to be going as you were blinding everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just hope given the way this given the way this seed the way the map rolled and just the way everything was, I hope chat and comms and tracking were at least entertained by by both of us trying to, or all four of us trying to figure out what does this seed actually want. So hopefully people were entertained by it.
Are you
I do believe it was a fairly entertaining one. Yeah.
Yep, GG's surviving that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody who has to go through that, like we all work together to try to make it through that one.
Yep. Hey, can we do some info sharing real quick? Make this easier on both of us?
Yeah. I have wanted to do that sometimes. It's just like everybody joins a big call and then you just like all fumble through it together, like see like if you can get like everybody to finish kind of quickly, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, info share seeds are fun. That was different randomizer, Paper Mario. I was doing that for a little bit in a tournament at one point, and I had a friend who was better than me at it, and just like, hey, you want to just do a co-op seed where we both play it and share info together, and you walk me through how you're playing and decisions you're making, and that was a really cool experience that helped me a lot. Be like, oh, he made this decision, and he made it for this reason, and it actually was the right one. Okay, I should mark that in my brain and try to use that in the future. But yeah, that's info share seeds are really cool. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, good luck on the lower bracket. I don't know what your next matchup is, but I'm sure you got that one handily.
As of now, we don't know who the lower bracket. It'll be the loser of the Divine and X Links minus X.
The winner of that one.
Winner, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Whereas the
Cup
winner
holder
of this game will be going up against me.
Yeah.
Ooh. I gotta get my grind on, I guess.
Please don't do that.
That's why he signed up for comms. He wanted an excuse to be able to study.
Absolutely. I knew I was going to be watching the game anyways. I might as well prattle on while doing it.
But yeah, that will round out our winners semifinals. So there are now 4 players left in the upper bracket. Spectralist and Cup Holder are on one side, and then Fudge Fiddle and Braythorn are on the other side.
Yep.
And yep, Pool Float, you'll be waiting a week for the next matchup.
That's okay. I've still got to squeeze in cross keys and some Z1R and some other stuff. So
all the things.
Yes. It is tournament season after all, also known as every season of the year because they're nonstop.
I was about to say, do they ever stop?
Yeah, not really, not, and especially not when you're primarily a rando player. Then no, they're just a player of multiple randomizers. Then no, there's always something going on.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anybody got closing thoughts before we end the episode?
I'll just say GG's to Cup Holder. Good luck continuing on in the upper bracket, and yeah, and I'm looking forward to who my matchup will be in the lower bracket.
Yeah, GG's. Like for sure, good luck. I hope you do well in your next matchup, whatever it ends up being.
Thank you.
Yep, I've yapped enough. I'll just say GG's again.
Okay. Alrighty then. I will end the episode. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to the runners and the mentors. And we will see you next race.
Bye.
Take care.